we are announcing our plan to stay ahead of this virus by being prepared to offer COVID-19 booster shots to fully vaccinated adults 18 years and older. They would be eligible for their booster shot 8 months after receiving their second dose of the Pfizer or Moderna mRNA vaccines. We plan to start this program the week of September 20th, 2021.
The Biden administration booster announcement comes amid reports of fully vaccinated people getting COVID, cases known as breakthrough infections. This includes a Wall Street Journal analysis that found the Delta variant is breaking through vaccine protection at a higher rate than other strains.
I want to be very clear. This plan is pending the FDA conducting an independent evaluation of the safety and effectiveness of a third dose of the Pfizer and Moderna mRNA vaccines, and the CDC's Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices issuing booster dose recommendations based on a thorough review of the evidence.
Here's why a third dose booster shot of mRNA vaccines is now recommended for fully vaccinated people. Data suggests that while vaccines are still shown to be highly effective, as antibodies begin to dwindle naturally, the protection vaccines offer can wane over time. The mRNA boosters that the Biden administration is recommending could have a big impact. Studies show that they generate higher levels of neutralizing antibodies than just 2 doses alone. Neutralizing antibodies are the ones primarily responsible for stopping the virus from entering cells.
Antibodies are seen as providing some of that initial protection against the virus, potentially stopping infection from happening and from the virus from spreading. The reason why we are seeing vaccines still hold up and be effective at preventing hospitalization or severe disease or death is because of other parts of the immune system, or what's known as the adaptive immune system, such as T cells or memory B cells. T cells actually identify, seek out, and destroy the infected cells.
The mRNA vaccine makers have released data showing that antibody levels have increased following booster shots, and Pfizer and partner BioNTech are planning to seek clearance from the FDA for a COVID-19 booster for the general population. The company said they sent the FDA results from a small early-stage study showing a third dose of vaccines generated higher levels of neutralizing antibodies against the original virus, as well as the Beta and Delta variants. The third dose appeared safe in the trial as well. The Biden administration is recommending that booster shots for the general public be taken about 8 months after the second dose of mRNA vaccines. But for some who are immunocompromised and don't have a strong immune response to the standard 2-course vaccine regimen, booster shots could be needed even sooner. The current guidance in the CDC is that those who are moderately to severely immunocompromised should take a third dose of an mRNA vaccine at least 28 days after the second shot.
Immunocompromised people is a very broad term that includes people who are transplant patients. So if you have a kidney transplant, it can include some cancer patients, basically individuals whose immune systems don't necessarily respond like the general populations.
Some of those who fall into this category should be able to walk into certain clinics to get a booster shot now. But for the general population, boosters have not yet been approved by the FDA, which gives final approval on vaccines. Pfizer is the furthest along in the regulatory approval process. But Moderna, which also produces a 2-dose mRNA vaccine, said it plans to ask regulators next month to authorize booster shots as well.
The plan ensures that people who were fully vaccinated earliest in the vaccination rollout will be eligible for a booster first. This includes our most vulnerable populations, like our healthcare providers, nursing home residents, and other seniors.
Johnson & Johnson does not make an mRNA vaccine, which means the current booster guidelines won't apply.
For people who received the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, we anticipate vaccine boosters will likely be needed. The J&J vaccine was not administered in the US until March of 2021, and we expect more data on J&J in the coming weeks.
The company is expected to release data about the efficacy of 2 doses of its single-shot vaccine later this month. The White House has said that it is prepared with enough extra vaccine orders if the FDA approves the booster.
That is why we ordered the number of doses we did order several months ago, because we are like Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts and always want to be prepared.